Okay, we're here. Yes, we are. Okay, let's see, what are we going to do today? I think we should do a little workout. So I have some Latin music. Let's see if Bev's here for her birthday. Oh, Sandy's here. Okay, it looks like we're going to also get our yards watered, which is perfect. So anyway, weights, tubing, water, a chair, a towel. We'll move, we'll groove, we'll lift some weights. We'll do what we can do depending on how we're feeling. So if there's some issues that are going on with you, just do a little workaround. Know that you can wait, but try and do a lot of things. Okay, we're going to start with a warm-up. And it's a little Latin beat today. And we'll just start with a step touch to your right, to your left. A little shoulder shaking. So know where your furniture is. Know what kind of floor you're working on and the risk that it might impose. I'm on carpet, got to pick up my feet. So with this little Latin music, we'll be doing some cha-chas, some salsa stuff. So this step touch is going to take a little turn, so I'll do a step touch, then I'll turn to you, and I'll repeat it. And this is my warm-up. Step to the right, step forward. If you just bend your elbows, then you don't have to worry about the arms. They'll just kind of do it for you. Don't feel like you have to do what I'm doing. All side to side. Two right, two left. One more two. Single, left and right. Just single, side to side. Now I'll do that side and then step and turn and face towards you. It's just a step touch. Lean in. Step touch. Eh? Step together, step and touch. So just getting warmed up here, figuring out my space. So I am going down a little in front. Now I'll go back to that single side to side. Now 2 and 2. One more 2. Now singles. March in place, right foot, left foot. So my march is a little different with Latin music. Instead of marching this way, I'm a little more hip swinging, arm swinging. Now, anytime I do a cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, 3, you can just go back to that march. But let's try 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If you just did marching, you'd be doing kind of the same thing. But I'm doing cha-cha-cha. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. March 2, then cha-cha. March 2, then cha-cha. If you don't want to do the cha-cha, just keep marching. 1, 2, and a 1, 2, 3. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3. So I'm in stationary mode. If that's all you did, that'd be okay. But we're going to try some different areas to go. Step forward, cha-cha. Step forward. Come to me. And a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can also step to the side. 1, 2, 3. If the 1, 2, 3 doesn't work, just step out and step in and step out and step in. Keep those elbows bent. Belly in. These are not really hard, high intensity moves. We're still lubricating. Now same thing, we're going to step backwards. Back step, 1, 2, 3, or back step together. And you can play with the arms. 1, 2, 3. So I'm stepping back, my foot's coming down, it's not a big ball change. Now instead of stepping forward, sideways, or backways, I also have crossing. Crossing in front and crossing behind. Let's cross over in front. One and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3. Or without the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm stepping on the full of my foot, and my body turns so there's no twist of the knee. Belly in, stand up tall. 2 more, and then we'll go back to behind us. Back, and I'm crossing over. Back step, 1, 2, 3, or back step, pause. Back step, 1, 2, 3. If we were to mix and match, doing 2, 1 on each leg, in every direction, it might make it a little more interesting and start waking up our brains. So let's go forward, right foot, left foot. Backward, right foot, left foot. Sideways, right foot, left foot. Cross over in front. And go behind. And just in place. Did you get all those? Now, I don't have to do them in the same order every time, keeping you alert. But we will do the same as what we just did, so you can have a better grasp. Forward, 1, 2, 3. Backward, 1, 2, 3. Side to side. Crossing out in front. And then behind. Let's stay with behind. So listen for which direction I'm going to call you to. Forward. Cross in front. Side to side. Side to side. Backwards. Cross over backwards. And we're back to where we started. How'd it go? Good, I'm getting a little warm. So listen up. 2 behind. Side to side. Forward. Forward. Backwards. Keep going the backwards one. Hold it here. So I'm going to mix it up and do 1 back and 1 front. Right leg always goes back, left foot always goes front. Or 1, 2, 3. Remember, you can forego the 1, 2, 3 if that's feeling a bit much. All forward. All forward. To me. So let's reverse it. We'll do the right foot forward and the left foot goes back. Right foot forward, left foot back. You still feeling like you're shaking your shoulders, moving your hips? All forward, right and left. Okay, new pattern, crossing over. So do one crossover in front and one crossover behind. Yeah? Here it comes. Now cross back. Cross in front. Now back. Turn the body so you don't tweak your knee. How's it going? Two more like this. All back, all back, all back. So we'll do the other side. We'll go one back, one front. Here it comes. One back, left foot in front, right back, left front, and back. Front, cross over. These are all just variations on the theme. All back. Let's move on to a little more space. I'm still doing my 1, 2, 3, but you see I'm moving a little more. That adds a bit of vulnerability. If I don't pick up my feet, I could catch my shoe. One and two and a 1, 2, 3. So I've got a little more traveling. Let's cross in front this time and then travel side. Two more. Hold it here, just side to side. And march in place. Let's take a little break, assess how we're feeling, and go to some stretches. Feet apart, knees bent, right arm goes up as high as it feels it can, and lean over. So did your heart rate go up just a little bit? Let's go to the other side. Lean over. And then I press my pelvis forward. Now if you have some back issues, you want to move the hips forward so you can get a lift in the chest. Otherwise, leave your pelvis still and just lift the chest. A little back extension. As I come neutral, I'll put one foot back. Keep track of which leg because we'll do one on each side. So I bend the knees and rock my pelvis forward and backwards. So if there's some balance issue, feel free to go grab a chair, hold on to a wall. And let's hold that hip forward. Bend the front knee a little more. Lift up the chest. Sometimes people like the arm of the leg that's out behind them to go over. Lean forward, drop your heel down for a calf stretch, but lift your spine up. Remember, if that back foot turns out, you won't feel it so much, so make sure your legs are parallel. Okay, as I come up, switch the legs. I'm going to turn sides. Back heel up, rock that pelvis. Remember, this is dynamic stretching as we open those hip flexors. Back heel is lifted. Then I will hold the hip forward, perhaps bend the front knee a little more, lifting up my chest. Maybe I choose to raise the arm of the leg behind me. Maybe I don't. As I link them forward, dropping the back heel down. Gosh, that feels good. Keep a nice long lifted spine. Part of this is posture work. Belly is in. So as we step up, dynamic hamstring stretching. You go to the hips back, then you come back up again. I'm bracing, hands on thigh, and I feel that little tug in the back of my thigh. Now let's go passive and hold. Tighten your belly. As you come up, switch your legs, dynamic, moving in and moving out. So So watch all the parameters. Remember, you can elevate the legs. Some people like to put their feet a little higher, then they don't have to bend as far forward. Stay here. Tighten your belly. Come up, ankle circles and your wrist. Can you work on your balance? If it's not happening, do this. Other way, so I'm going to make my hands go the other direction and go to the other foot. Nice. Back to your march. Kick, 1, 2, 3. Kick, 1, 2, 3. Kick, 1, 2, 3. Kick, 1, 2, 3. If the 1, 2, 3 doesn't happen, kick, step. There are your choices. You got this one? I'm going to travel a little bit on this one. Doing this, I'm going forward 4 times and then going back. Still, it's a low kick forward and a low kick back. Let's make the kick go sideways when I go back. Forward is a forward kick. Back is a sideways kick. Not doing the 1, 2, 3. Here you go. Couple more times. Back we go. Last time. And back. Step touch right, left. So I'm going to change one of the step touches to a wide squat, not a lateral lunge. So both knees will bend, but my feet will be wider than they might normally be. So let's try it to the right. One squat, step touch, and squat. Step touch, and squat. Step touch. Now I'm going to go a little faster, but feel free to keep this pace if it's better for you. Woo! She be working. All step touch. 2 right, 2 left. Single, left and right. So I'm going to do my one squat out slowly to your left, and then step touch other side. So make sure it's not a lateral lunge. Both knees are bending. When we go slow, we can catch ourselves from going to habits. I'm going faster. Oh yeah. Last 2. Side touch, side to side, left and right. 2 left, 2 right. Single right, left. 4 steps right. Now, depend on how much space you have to the left. There's 4 of these. Right. Back to 2s. Hey! Back to singles. So kick and step back behind. We've done this before. Watch this. Kick, back step. Keep your elbows bent. That way your arms come in to help you with balance as you're shifting your weight from foot to foot. So instead of that kick, I'm making a knee lift. So if the knee lift just doesn't make sense to you, do the kick, back step, Now if I wanted to put a little more hop in it, add a little intensity, let's go that way. Take those 4 steps to the right. We go. Left. One more right, 4s. One more left. Pull your bellies in. 2 and 2. Single, 1 and 1. So do the kick and step back. Kick and step back. You feeling it? This is your base. Pick that knee up and step back. Knee up. Anybody want to do that hop? Hup. 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 Two more. Step touch. Ooh. Open the arms and hold and back. My 1, 2, 3 is feet apart. Traveling if you have some space. Might play with the arms, sometimes crossing in front, sometimes crossing back. Did she just turn? You don't have to do that. I just wanted to see if I could. I better unwind myself. Yeah, turns aren't for everyone. I was just having a little fun. Hold it here, step knee up. So we'll drill it down a little. You're going to be working on your balance and your stamina, and your working leg is going to work quite a bit. So, up and back. I'm going to propose these arms. Now a little less weight on the foot that's going back, so instead of putting my foot down like I was, I'm now just touching my toe. Moving leg to standing knee, which is a little bent. Can you go a little lower? Can you stay low? Okay, let's take the tempo faster. Go! Breathe. Challenge yourself. Feel that standing glute. Hang on. Last 8, just so you know where we are. Step side to side. Woo! Move it. So we all going to do the other side. Ascertain how you feel. Did you push your heart rate? Because you should have. So I'm going to hold it with my leg out and my knee up. So my foot's going back down now. And I don't want that to happen. I want to get a little more work out of my standing leg. The knee is bent. The toe touches back. The arms are out. When your foot is out, the arms are in. When your foot comes in, up to your knee. All right, let's go to work. Hit it. Go a little lower. Come on. Lower. Lower. Last 8. Oh yeah. Step touch, go right, go left. Oh. Take 4 steps and come forward. And then just walk it back. Step, touch, come up. Walk it back. One more time. You still with me? Feet apart, arms up high, arms down low. All low. Down low, up high. Down low, up high. Now this is for you, if you find the next part too intense, you'll come back and do this. All down low. Now I'm lunging, my feet stay still. You see I'm a little leaned forward. Got to pull in my core and support my back. So when I go right, my arms will go up high, down low. Maybe I touch my knee. Maybe I touch below my knee. In either case, my head is up. My eyes are on you. Just bend your knees in the direction of your toes. No pain here, but feel the challenge. 4, 3, 2, all down easy. Down and up. So remember, this is option 1. See, my knees are bending in the direction of my toes and my feet are wide for a good solid stance. Okay, let's go a little lower for those who can. Reach up. Arms go straight, people. Straighten those arms. More. Stay strong. Belly in. We're at 4, 3, 2. Stay up, step, touch, swing those arms. Instead of touch, lift your leg. Abduction. Toes are forward, leg won't go high. Hold it here, right leg goes out. Take your hands out onto your hips. Don't let your body move. Oh yeah, yay. Belly in, stand tall, stamina. 8 more. Feel your hips. Feet apart, swing your arms. Step, touch in. Hey, good news, bad news. Good news, we only have one more side. Bad news is we have one more side. Okay, gonna stay over here and lift that leg. Take the hands out. Quiet the torso so it isn't doing this. Hold on. Remember, that leg won't go high. Toe forward. Up. Up. Boy, that second side is a whole lot of fun, isn't it? We have a water break coming up. Count 8 more. So we build a little strength in those hip joints. Okay, let's take water. Good for us. Get a little water. Water is necessary. It was just a little sip. Okay, a little swimming. Yes, I am a little sweaty. Feel free to sit in your chair. Feet are apart. Knees are bent. It's that breaststroke. So I want to wake up my upper body a little more so I can start loading into it. Now I've got light weights in the form of canned beans. Hopefully you have some lighter weights. My knees are a little bent. Now I'm going to move my feet together. My knees are a little bent still. So not straight here, but this. You begin to feel those shoulders. Strong core. 2 more, and I'm going to grab my can of beans or your lightest weights. If you don't have weights, just use your hands. Okay, this is for your deltoids, your little mushroom cap. See, just like this. My feet will be together, my knees a little bent, my belly is in, my arms will lift to the side and lower. And I'm going to go faster than this. No higher than my shoulder. Come on, let's go. You have to stop, otherwise your arms will come down and hit you. Hold the arms up and do some circles. Now I'm going to let my knees bend like I'm walking. Hard for me to stand still. Feel free to drop the weights. Well, not literally drop them, but set them down. Go the other way. Strong core. Keep tension out of your neck. Don't let this start to happen. Okay, down and up again. Last time. Hold this leg still. Come on, let's go. Hold them up in circle, and I'm walking. Change the direction of your circles. Oh boy, stamina, huh? And set your weights down. Okay, pushing arms forward without the tubing. And then if you're not using tubing, you can go to the floor and do it from the floor as we work our pecs. So I don't want my arms up here. I've already worked those shoulders. I want to work down here. Now, if I decided to go to the floor with my weights, I would be holding the dumbbells and moving the palms of the hands together. My knees are a little bent here. There you go. If I'm using tubing, I'll stay standing or maybe seated. Put the tubing around my back. Hold the tubing handle and the tubing so you get appropriate amount of resistance. All right, so grab your weights and go to the floor, or grab your tubing and around your back. You can sit if you'd rather. Okay, now I've got a little resistance, so I'm going to split stance. Feel nice and solid. If you're on the floor, your knees are bent. Everybody ready? Let's go. Whether you're on the floor or standing or seated, the shoulders are down. Now you saw we did this without any external resistance, and you could do another set of those. Breathe. We'll pause. We're going to do a second set, so if you're on the floor, you don't have to get up. I am going to change my legs as I stance. Hearing this Latin music reminds me I made a Mexican casserole enchilada because I'm not very good at rolling up tortillas. So you just lay them in there and put everything you would into your enchilada. Add a little cheese and you're good. My company said it's a keeper. All right, everybody ready for that second set? Anchor yourself and go. So if you're standing, make sure you're not lurching forward. Hold that body quiet and stable. Anchor yourself. Not many more. Last 4. Shoulders, belly, and release. All right, if you're on the floor, make your way safely up. I'm going to bring the chair out. I'm going to do a little bit of core in the form of the mountain climbers. Now you don't have to be in your hands, you can be on knuckles. I wouldn't say that's great on a hard chair, so maybe you want to do this on the floor. You can do it on your forearms, so let me show you as you're in transition, getting your chairs. So here's the forearm. My knee will not come as far forward. And I change my legs as quickly as I can. If I get up here in the chair, I'm likely to bring the knee forward, but don't get so exuberant that you bust your knee into the seat of the chair. Ouch! So it's this, and eventually it becomes this. There's a tendency for heads to drop, so keep looking outward. 2 sets. Can do it on the floor. A little easier for you to see me if I'm up here. You ready? Get into your plank. Load your shoulders over your hands. Go ahead and start your motion. Start your motors. Go! Four, 3, 2, a break. Now if you come up and find your blood pressure not keeping up with you, just sit in a chair. If you're on the floor, you could just be on your knees resting. Second round. I'll buy this round. Come on with me. Even if you did this the whole time, that would be excellent. Otherwise, pick up the pace. Last 8, tough it out. And 4 more. Good, if you need some water, get some water. If you need the chair, take the chair. Ooh, that drives your heart rate, huh? Bring your weights, heavy weights. And we'll do the chair. You can stand. I'm just giving everybody a little break here. Okay, so my knees are together. You can put a pillow between the legs. It helps protect your back. The arms are by your side, and you hinge forward. When you hinge forward, the weights tend to hang like a plumb line under your shoulders, pulling them down. So you're going to hold them up and retract those shoulder blades. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. I was here. And then when I leaned forward, I let my arms hang under my shoulders without rounding. And then I'm going to pull a rowing motion. So to protect that back, I'm going to encourage you to squeeze those legs. And if this is too much, put a pillow between your legs. All right, you're at the end of the chair, sitting tall, hinging over, and we go. Row. Hands coming up to your hips or your pockets, as you might think of it. A couple things happening here. Working those upper backs. Yes, your core. And a bit of posture. I think this is all really good for our posture. I'm not speeding through these. If you have heavier weights than my 6 pound, feel free to set them down safely. And just let your arms finish out the repetitions. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm already up, so I'm going to rest here. So my second set is going to be asymmetrical. So I'll be doing one arm rowing at a time. It requires different actions of your muscles. Let me show you. My knees are still together. I still get into that position, but I do one arm here and one arm here. Now when you're doing that, I want you to pay attention to how your core is having to work because of the asymmetry. It's good. All right, up nice and tall, squeeze your legs, hinge forward, let the weights come down, and we go to work. Won't matter which arm you're on. Are you paying attention to your core? I'm not letting my body turn. My elbow does move a little back. Squeeze the pillow, squeeze your legs, protect your back. Blow. Chin up. Pip pip chitty-o. If you feel vulnerable, it might be a good idea to stop. We're done anyway, so bring yourself up and one weight. Now put the other one down safely out of the side. Last week we did this motion with just our hand or our hand or our hand. This time I would like a weight up here. So these are obliques. You do not have to make a big twist out of it. The weight is kind of on my shoulder. You can turn it whichever way you want. This is more comfortable for me. And so I'm coming across, tightening through my core and drawing a diagonal line. So a little bit more work here with that weight. So if you say, yeah, I don't think I want the weight, you can put it down. Okay, get very tall. Could you do it standing up? Yeah, you could do it standing up. It's this. Yeah, you be you. Okay, let's go to work. Squeeze your core. And those of us with some spinal issues, you notice I'm not really twisting a whole lot. I'm not even thinking elbow to knee. I'm thinking shoulder to hip. I'll do 4 more. Okay, I'm good. So that's kind of an all-around core one. Yeah. All right, sit up other side. I always do a test one and decide whether I need the weight or don't want the weight. Feels good, except I'm rolling on the chair. Okay, belly in. Begin. Last 8. Feel the challenge, the last 4. Okay, I'm going to lose the weight. Be careful because we're going to be standing up, so don't step on your weights. No hands. All right, hamstring curls. So what muscle is the hamstring analogous to in your arm? Easy. It's your bicep. The bicep bends the elbow and the hamstring bends the knee. So kind of think of it that way. And you know, sometimes I say pretend there's a pencil and you're squeezing the pencil. Same thing here, really squeeze there. There's a couple ways you can stand. One is to go to the low part, make sure your couch or chair isn't too far back. And you bring the leg from this highest point up. It's not going down and up. It's going to stay up. You get a little more out of the hip, or here's the other way. You're on the higher side. It's a little better if you have blood pressure issues. It's just good to know what options you have. And look at that standing knee. It's not locked out. And the spine is involved. And this one, Because you're higher, you don't want that leg up and pitch your back. So it'll be just touch your toe. And we'll do a variety from this. So I think I'll go low. When they go low, you go high. So whichever variation you're doing. Okay, position yourself. Everybody bend your knee. Anchor your shoulders, whether you're on the high back of the chair or the seat of the chair. This should not aggravate your knee, but if you find it does, just minimize the amount of bend. And then maybe you put that leg a little lower, and so you just work up against gravity this way. But I'm having my leg higher so I can work through my backside. We all need to work our backside. Now I'm going to do a double pump and release. So it'll be pump, pump, and release. Remember, if you're on the chair back, your foot coming down and touching the floor. Now you're just going to pump the heel towards your bum, pump it in, pump it in. That pencil in the back of the knee, squeeze it. And rest. Hamstrings are kind of tough to work without external resistance. Other side. Watch your space. Standing knee bend. If you're bent over like me, lift that leg, then let's go bend that knee, straighten that leg. If you're up here, you've got some variations. Toe points toward the floor. Check that standing leg that it hasn't straightened. Squeeze that pencil in the back of your knee. And breathe, head up. Double pump release, pump, pump, release. Now, whether you're on your hands like me, you want your shoulders anchored and not creeping into your ears. If you're leaning on the back of the chair, same thing, you're probably on your forearms. Now just hold it in and pump it in. Kick it in. You're breathing. Ay, 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 I feel it now. 4, 3, 2, a hamstring stretch. Shall you sit? Shall we dance? Da, da, da. All right, get your hamstring, your toes out, chest is up, lean forward. You could do this standing like we did in our warm-up. It's a nice time to do the stretching right after you've worked the muscle. Okay, switch legs. Chest up, it's a hinge. Do you remember this shirt? This is my color changer shirt that used to belong to my 44-year-old son. It turns yellow when I get hot. So it kind of turned from orange to yellow, didn't it? Especially down here. Well, he outgrew the shirt and I kept it, so I have a good use of it. All right, I worked my hips, so I'm going to put my foot up here. I just might as well do my hips while I'm thinking of it. I'm going to do a little bit of bicep. Remember, you're still hinging. Other side. Well, I hope you got in at the beginning of this class, because it was kind of a Latin thing most of the beginning part. We had our Taco Tuesday mind going. Yes, I have leftovers, so. All right, I'm going to use my weights. I'm going to do some bicep curls. Let me give you some options. You don't have to all do the same thing. Of course, you can stand, but if you just want to stay in the chair, here's the usual. You can mix it across, and then you can pour it over. So there's some of those. Another one you can do is with one weight. You place the upper arm down inside the knee, so it's not here. It's here, and it's kind of braced, and you're braced here. And you might want to hold 2 weights in your hand, if you could, or take your heaviest weight. I don't even know if I can hold them, and been pulling so many IVs. Yep, there's that. Yep. So go ahead and get going with bicep curls of your choice. Oh, look, we're done here. Let's see if we can go back one. Let's go back one more because I think I have enough time for 2. Yikes, I'm going to do this one. This one was hard. You still working? Don't wait for me. Ugh. Gosh. Okay, I got 5 of those in on that side. Let's see if I can do the other side. You're just still doing your own bicep curls. Your left arm almost does more, but this is 5. Okay, well that was a challenge. So finish up, just count to 10, and when you're done with 10, you'll be done with your biceps. Everybody done? 9 and 10. Excellent. No weights. Tricep. Now we're doing the tricep so that we can stretch the bicep. Don't need weights. You know this one. Hands at your pockets, a bit lean forward. You squeeze the elbows straight, but relax your hands. That's hard. Let me get up close so you can see my arms. So, elbows straighten, but the hands are soft. And you really need to, you consider stand, you really need to have the elbows completely go straight. You'll have a couple of great feels. One is, oh, my bicep is getting a nice stretch. And 2, you'll be squeezing that tricep. We know that to be isometric contraction. Give it a squeeze. Make something out of nothing. Don't fake it. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let's do holding. So my arms are straight, my fingers are relaxed, I'm squeezing the muscle in the back of the arm. And if you don't feel this, what the heck are you doing? Shoulders are down, upper arms tight to your side. You should feel this, and we'll check your work here in a moment. All right, here's how we're going to check your work. As you bend one elbow and move it up, do you feel this? If you do, good for you. The other side may be a little bit recovered, but let's try it. Putting it through that safe range of motion. Nice. Okay, let's come up behind the chair. So as I stand behind the chair, and I'll move over here so you can see me, I'm going to bend one knee and move my hip out, and I can lean forward on that chair. I want to feel this. Now, is there another way to do this? Yeah, but it's kind of risky. But if you feel your balance is good, you set your foot up to the side, the toe is up, and then you lean toward the straight leg, standing knee a little bent. This is risky because, well, what if you got caught up in the seat of the chair and you fell over? That wouldn't be good. So this one's the safest one, but there is an option. And you want to feel right into here, from your knee to your pelvis. All right, let's do the other side. Hips out. Oh, good, that feels good on my hip too. If I'm doing this, it's not a hamstring, it's here. As you stand up, take the hands behind you. Grab those hands or lace those fingers. So you're breathing into the anterior of your shoulders. All right, let's take a seat. Scoot back in your chair. Pick up one of your legs. Circle your ankle. And the other way. Very fond of ankle circles. Okay, set that foot down. Do the other foot. Belly in. And I'm going to do my driving of the car twist. Now you can do this standing at a wall. This is where I sit sideways. Rotations can be problematic for back, so if you did not twist, sitting nice and tall and looking over the back of your chair. Otherwise, you take both your arms, grab the back edges of the chair, use them to push and pull and turn yourself, and gosh, that feels good. I'll show you at the wall. I'm standing at the wall sideways. I put my hands on the wall, and then I try and look behind me. But remember, twisting is not something everybody should do, and when you do it, be mindful. Put space in your vertebra. Okay, slowly return back center. Other side. I'm very tall. I'm turning, finding the back edges of my chair, and then I push with one hand, pull with the other. It's pretty easy to figure out. And slowly return center. Okay, we are finished with our workout today. Stand yourselves up. Take a breath as the arms go overhead and back down. And one more time, up for the road and down for the road. Well, I heard the rain was coming. I was kind of looking forward to having my yard watered. That would be really nice. So I'm glad that you guys got in here. We did our workout. Now what do we do the rest of the day? It's up to you. I hope to see you later this week. Have a good one. Bye.